Good morning. Good morning, everyone. My name is Kirk Hill Jr., and this is a moment's notice. Um, Shout out to the platform. Um, yeah, for those who have watched the previous episode, my cat is feeling better now. So he's out and about in the house. The cone is off, chilling with his brother. So yeah, I'm happy that he's back to his normal self. And now I can finally start to reorganize all of this and keep everything looking real cool in here. And organized because my space is a little cluttered at the moment. But today is might be my first. I don't know if I want to call these special episodes yet or special segments, but I kind of want to do a little spin just to challenge myself. I want to do these things where I'm gonna call them 10 minutes or less, right? And these episodes are just different episodes where I just push myself to kind of like not over talk and just kind of condense it into a nice, crisp little moment, you know? Um, 10 minutes or less. So I'm gonna try that today. It wasn't intentional, but just because of the nature of my day and the things that I'll be doing today, I definitely wanted to just get this episode out and do it before I get my day started. I have found that when I do episodes like these in the morning, like one of the first things I do, it kind of just sets the tone for the rest of my day. And I'm kind of like chilling. So to that end, let me get to the point. Today is Wednesday, November 24th. Wow. Ooh, wrong. 26. So, that means Thanksgiving's tomorrow. And obviously, you know, as corny or cliche as it may be, I want to talk about gratitude. I want to have a moment about gratitude today. And I'm going to give a personal reason as to why I'm choosing to do this. And I am one of those people who always believes in symbolism, right? You kind of find like the meaning in these moments that you have in your life. And you're kind of like, oh, that's why this happened. Or I get it now. Or it's funny that this is the time that this happened versus the time that I wanted it to happen. Because remember, I was going to make a different episode. At first, my second episode was not supposed to be my second episode, but I got willed to speak about that topic. And this episode, I think, is appropriate for me to talk about today, not just because Thanksgiving's tomorrow, but because last year I got a gift and my wife bought me this book called The 5 Minute Journal because I like to write. And at first, I wanted a book where I just kind of had like certain prompts and I would write day to day, or it would just be blank pages and I could just journal and write about whatever I wanted. And when I saw the 5 minute journal, I was like, oh, okay, so can I write about whatever in 5 minutes? And that's what I thought it was about. Then when you get the book and you open it, there's like the first 30 pages are instructions, and it breaks down the theme of gratitude and being thankful for things, and why it'll help change your mindset. Because through everything that we go through, there is always something to be grateful for. And when you focus on the things that you're grateful for versus the things that you're a little annoyed, frustrated, or disappointed with, you go in through the rest of your day or the rest of your life with a different kind of mindset. And this book is meant to train you in that mindset, right? So it gives you the intro. Then it shows you how each entry is supposed to be. So in this book, you each page begins with a quote about gratitude, right? By different people, philosophers, poets, actors, whatever, right? And then it'll say list 3 things that you're grateful for. Then it'll say, what are 3 things that would make today great? Then you have a daily affirmation. And that's in the first 2/3 of the page, right? In the daytime. Then at nighttime, you go back to that same page. You write 3 highlights of your day. And then you write, what did you learn today, right? And do I think I learned something new every single day? Not necessarily. I took it when I was doing it. I took it to be more of, what is your reflection? What did you realize today? That's what helped me answer that part of the book. And yesterday, I finished my last entry. Because it only gives you about 6 months or so. Now, granted, I didn't write in this every single day. For a long time, I was very consistent. I started this in March of this year. And I think up until the end of May, I did write every single day. And I stuck with it. And after a while, the wedding was going on, trips were happening, and I just started losing track and missing days. And I didn't like that. So I think from about the middle of September or something like that, I went back to writing in it every single day. And it felt good. And it's funny because, again, you beat yourself up about things. I mean, like, oh, why wasn't I more consistent? Why didn't I write in it every single day? But it's like, for a book about gratitude to conveniently have its last entry 2 days before Thanksgiving, I think that's just a funny joke from God. Like, here you go. And it's really cool. And this book has been very helpful to me, and it has inspired actually another thing that I want to implement in the podcast, mainly when guests come. I want to ask each guest when I have them on the podcast, before we wrap up, what is one good thing that happened to you on this day, in the last week, in the last month, anything that you can think of. It's like, what is that one good thing? And if you can say that and be thankful for it and grateful for it, use that one good thing to push you for anything else you want to do. So that's my time. And that was basically it. I'm grateful for being grateful, and I hope that you take this as a little mini lesson in gratitude and try it. If you want to look it up, it's on Amazon. It's not very expensive. They have different colors. The 5-minute journal. Check it out. Try it for yourself. You could do it, starting this Thanksgiving, this Christmas, this next year, whatever you want to get to it. But yeah, that was my moment about gratitude, and I'm very grateful. I'm grateful for my journey. I'm grateful for my life. Grateful for my family. Grateful for this podcast. Grateful for the platform which allows me to do this, and yeah, grateful to YouTube. So keep watching, and we'll see you again at a moment's notice.